All right, I'm 22. I've made millions of dollars online, and I've achieved like peak lifestyle entrepreneur. Like I have the Lambo. I live in Miami. I live in a nice house. I can travel when I want, do whatever I want. I have a couple watches, whatever it may be. And that's exactly what I wanted at the beginning. And I'm so glad I had those desires. But I realized recently, as I felt really stuck and like stalled out, I've just felt super static, that like every other portion of my life, when I wanted something else, when I wanted something bigger, when I wanted something a lot different than what I have right now, which I realized recently, I have to completely delete the old version of myself. When I first started entrepreneurship when I was 18 years old, I realized that I had to kill my old identity. I had to become someone completely else. I had to change my environment. I had to move out of my state. I had to move out of my parents' house. I had to quit playing soccer. I had to drop out of school. I had to change who I followed on Instagram. I had to change my ecosystem of influence around me. And then, therefore, I would have the thoughts and the way of thinking that would lead me to take actions towards the person I wanted to become. And I realized that I want something bigger for myself, but I haven't changed shit about my environment, about my influences, about my ecosystem that would even lead to a way of thinking that would get me to the next level that I want to be. Life is literally a constant game of fucking evolution. And if you're not constantly growing and evolving and turning into new things and turning into a new person, you're stalled. And when you're stalled, you're dead. You're dying. You're not staying stuck. You're dying because everyone else around you is going up, you know? And I've realized this recently. I'm moving out of my house tomorrow. I'm moving into a different apartment. And I've realized that I have to completely kill this version of myself if I want something way bigger. If I want to unlock a way of thinking that is different, that will get me to a different place, I have to change everything around me, you know? And I have to get uncomfortable again in a realm that I haven't felt uncomfort in. Just recently, I signed a lease on an office. This office, like an $11,000, $12,000 a month commitment, right? But recently, I just signed the lease. And the second I felt so uncomfortable about, the second I realized how uncomfortable I was about the situation was the second I realized that I have to do it. Because it's going to unlock a new way of thinking that I haven't yet achieved. And it's going to force me to think in ways that are going to create the vision for me to get bigger. Every single time I've taken a risk, a quote unquote risk like that in my life, it has become a norm to me. Like I just signed this lease. I'm gonna commit to $11,000, $12,000 a month in rent just for my office. Then I have like a $7,000 rent in my apartment, whatever. That money is scary to me right now, but because I'm entering the uncomfort zone, my risk will eventually become my norm. When I first bought my first expensive car, like I was scared. I was like, fuck, that's a down payment. Fuck, I'm gonna have to commit to this monthly. Fuck, I can't get out of it. If I want to, am I gonna be able to make it, etc. But then it became normal to me because eventually that amount of money becomes insignificant to you. And when it becomes insignificant to you, then you can make it so much more easily because you're not thinking shit about it. But my point here is that you have to literally constantly change everything around you in order to unlock the next season of your life. We go through seasons of being a visionary and figuring out what the mission I need to do is, figuring out what the mission I need to be on is. And then there's seasons of inputs where it's like, I know exactly where I want to go. I know exactly how to get there. All I have to do is sit at my fucking desk for 6 hours a fucking day and not stop for 6 months until I get there. And I've been in a visionary state recently, but I'm like, bro, what is the next thing that's going to take me to the next level? But I haven't been able to think about it because I haven't been able to unlock a new way of thinking because I haven't changed shit around my environment. So I'm literally swapping everything in my fucking life right now and changing my apartment, changing where I live, changing how I do business, getting an in-person office, paying rents I'm not comfortable with paying. And therefore, I'm going to unlock a new way of thinking that's going to make my mission clear so I can get into another input-based season. So I highly recommend, guys, everyone watch this video. I know I just kind of yapped. I'm moving out of my crib here. That you kill the old version of yourself when you feel stuck. You have to change literally everything around you. Every single thing around you influences and impacts the way you think about things, whether you realize it or not. Your mom, your dad, your cousin, your little cousin Timmy, like everything they say goes into your head and it influences subconsciously or consciously the way you think about things. So I highly recommend anytime you guys feel stuck and you want to get to the next level, but you don't know what it is, change your environment. Never stop growing. All right, boys, it was a good run. We are officially moving out. Shout out Brizz's brother for letting me use his truck. My Lambo just keeps breaking over and over. I can't even drive this shit. Fuck this car, bro. It's always broken. And every time you send it to the Lambo dealership, they just jack up the price and charge you for shit that just doesn't exist. I needed like a battery change and I somehow ended up spending $11,000. Or no, excuse me, $9,000. Ah, rest in peace to the crib, man. We got my office. I'm leaving everything here. Every time I post a YouTube video, I have new plaques. $1 million plaque, $1 million plaque, $1 million plaque, $1 million plaque, $10 million plaque. But I'm leaving everything in my office here because like I said, I signed an office lease. I'm so fucking hyped for that. We move in next month in 30 days. And we still have this crib for the next 20 days or so. But I'm gonna go move into this new apartment today, right now. And yeah, I'll be back here a couple more times, but I'm gonna keep all my shit until I get the office space, and then I'm gonna move all of the office stuff into the office. But it was a good run. It was a good run. Got to sell my jet ski. It's a beautiful crib. It was a good era, man. A lot of ups and downs in this crib for sure. I feel like I've grown a lot. I feel like I'm literally growing up. I'm 22 now, bro. I have a fucking beard. But anyways, I'm gonna bring you guys to this new crib. Rest in peace to this crib. I'm sure you guys will see it again, but yeah. All right, boys. Welcome to the new crib. Nothing crazy, but I actually just got a 1-bedroom. I didn't want to get anything too crazy because I was trying to separate my personal life and my work life because like I said earlier, I got an office. So I'm literally gonna try to use this place only for sleep and eating. That's it. Hopefully I won't be here that much. But the Brezhnev era is over, bro. It's over. I'm just kidding. I think Brez has got the unit like right above me or like 2 floors above me. So we're still in the same building. This unit's actually sick, or this building is sick, because it's like everything that's like sucks about Miami apartments. You get it's almost like house apartment combo. You get the safety of an apartment, but you don't have to deal with all the bullshit. It's a super small place. There's only like 23 units, and like half of them are like owned condos that are vacation homes. So there's really no one ever in this building. It's super quiet and private. And yeah, this place is actually really fucking expensive. So, all right, here's the kitchen. I'll give you guys a quick little tour. Pretty simple kitchen. I will literally never use it except for the fridge for my meal preps. We got a room right here. This is a bathroom. It's kind of dope. Washer and dryer in there as well. Okay. Boxes. Bro, pro tip, never move into an unfurnished place, ever, bro. Ever. I promise you. My first apartment I moved into Brickell, guys, don't move to Brickell. It's literally a fucking shithole. It's a hellhole. But I broke the lease after 3 months and I furnished the whole place. I spent like $9,000 to furnish the whole place. And then I just had to throw everything out. And it was such a hassle to move everything in and out because I moved into that house. But here's the dining room table. Super open living area. It's actually like pretty spacious and big. Balcony. We're in like a neighborhood too, so it's like quiet and private. And we're like hidden. We're unrobbable and we're safe. Like it's super peaceful. This is like everything you don't think of when you think of like Miami apartments, you know? Close this. We got, I should probably put a TV right there. Now we got my room. Thank God I have a big room, bro. A big bed again. I think I was living on like a full-size bed in that house with Brett. So TV, balcony, closet, another closet right here, and bathroom. That's it. Really simple place. But yeah, we're in like a completely different part of Miami, and it's a lot more chill over here. It's like the closest thing to like a normal fucking city in America. And you can actually drive a little bit. There's like a park, like there's parking lots, bro. There's no parking lots. If you know Miami, you know there's no parking lots anywhere. Like you can't. It's so inconvenient to go to the store or do anything. So this place is cool so far. Hopefully I like it, as we're gonna be living for the next year, and hopefully we'll just be eating and sleeping here, no working. And that's it. So yeah, catch you guys. All right, guys, it's Sunday. Getting a little cardio in. I'm in the gym. People always ask me about my routine and what I do for workout and health stuff like that. A couple months ago, I was like super shredded, like at 150 to 155. I'm like super diced. Then once I get to 160, I get a little bit fluffy. But I'm actually changing my routine this upcoming week. So typically what I used to do, or what I was doing even just last week, was I was working out with my trainer Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the morning. So I'd do upper body twice, legs once, and then in between on the days, I would do cardio. But what was happening was that on the days in between, because I wasn't training with my trainer and I didn't have that like accountability per se, I would wake up a bit later than I was supposed to, right? So I'd wake up at like 8:30 rather than like 6:45, 7 when I work out at 7:30 with my trainer. I was testing my output on those days off. Even if technically I'm supposed to rest and it's good for my body to rest and not lift heavy on those days, I was testing my output work-wise and it was a lot worse rather than when I would wake up right away, drive 30 minutes to the gym and work out super hard. Even if it's technically not good for me to do that every single day, my output is so much stronger on those days. I think just because I wake up and I do something hard. So this upcoming week, what I'm doing is I'm switching my training schedule to Monday through Friday, every single day. I'm gonna lift heavy and lift hard and go through a hard workout. And then on the weekends, I'm gonna do just like light cardio like this. Bro, I'm telling you, the highest ROI thing you can ever do in your life, by far, is the second you wake up, preferably early, is just go and do something physical. Go and do something physical. Go and do something physical. I hate jumping on meetings in the morning and I see people with those eyes. You guys know those eyes when you wake up and you roll out of bed and they're just like, there's these big bags and you can tell they just look like shit and their energy is shit and that energy is parasitic onto everyone else in the meeting. And it just lowers the frequency. So what I'm gonna do with this in-person office is I'm gonna be working out every day at 7:30 before going into the office. But I'm gonna make it mandatory for every single person before they come into the office to have gotten a workout in of some sort. Even if it's a 30, 45 minute walk, you have to do some sort of physical, strenuous activity right away when you wake up. When I wake up, I don't do shit, bro. I brush my teeth. I'm not nasty. I brush my teeth, put deodorant on, change my shorts literally, change my shirt, and I walk out the house. Like, I'm so tired when I leave the house. My eyes are huge. I'm like driving, I keep like falling asleep behind the wheel. But I'm telling you, just wake up, roll out of bed, and do something physical immediately. Your frequencies for the rest of the day are gonna be so much higher. Your output's gonna be higher. You're gonna make so much more money. It is a beautiful day to make some more money. Hey, cheat code for all my short kings out there. These shoes, bro. On God, I'm literally 6 foot in these. Like, look at this. I'm up here. I take them off. Down here. Like, it's such a big drop off. These shits are cracked, bro. Hey, next time I go out, I'm wearing some big ass jeans, covering these bitches up. I'm wearing them. I'm just kidding. Seriously though, those are cheat code. Nice clean apartment. Feels nice to have my own space again. Yeah, I gotta lose this fluff, bro. If you go on my Instagram, look at my most recent post. Look how diced I was. I'm definitely stronger right now, but I gotta cut this off, man. Okay, so as I ate this, I wanted to explain to you guys something. What you guys see on YouTube, like our lifestyle and shit, like it looks super sweet. It looks sunshine and rainbows. But I'm telling you that the spot I'm in is probably the most dangerous possible spot to be in. I'm gonna tie this into the beginning of the video, the whole concept of this video about constantly evolving, because let me give you guys an example. Recently, I got into a relationship, okay? I haven't been in a relationship in like 4 or 5 years. And I think that was one of my genuine superpowers of staying focused. Like I was not getting distracted at all, ever, by any girl. I didn't give it the peace of mind ever, okay? But recently, I got into a relationship. And the spot I'm in, if you think about it, is everything I initially wanted for myself. It's like, okay, I have the car, I have the cars, not anymore, just car. I have the watches, I have the crib, I have a girl that I fuck with that I can spend time with. I can go out to dinner, I can go eat what I want, I don't have to look at the bill, I can tip, whatever. And I've achieved, like I said in the beginning of this video, like peak lifestyle entrepreneur. Everything I ever wanted in the beginning that motivated me in the beginning, I got it, right? And this is the worst spot to be in because there's so many guys at this point completely fall off. Think about it. You have everything that drove you to start this thing. For most of us, it's that. Like we want the lifestyle, we want the freedom, etc. Got the girl, whatever. And for most of us, that's our motivator. You get everything. You're sitting on a couple million, a million or two. You're chilling, like you're pretty comfortable. You're cash flowing, good money, you're good. But in order to get to the next level and not fall off, you have to unlock a new motivator, a new thing that drives you. And it's not the old thing that drove you anymore. So it's like, if you don't have that purpose that's bigger than the lifestyle or the materialism, you're not going to go further than this. You know, the guys that continuously evolve, that go from a couple million like lifestyle entrepreneurs to 8 figures, multiple 8 figures, 9 figures, they have something in them that drives them way bigger than materialism because they conquered that a long time ago. So you have to reach in to yourself and find that. And it's really hard, especially when you have a girlfriend you can chill with and do all these things, to not get comfortable and not dig to find that mission. And it's not necessarily always super apparent. It's not super apparent to me right now what the huge mission is that's going to drive me to get to 8 figs, get to 9 figs, multiple 8 figs, etc. But you can't get comfortable and not go out and search for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Especially when you get a partner, because when you get a partner, your life becomes about 2 people and not 1 person anymore. Like I said earlier, one of my superpowers early on, guys, think about it. The first TikTok I ever made that blew up was a TikTok that said, if you're 18 through 22 and you have a girlfriend, you're a retard. These are the only time in your life where you have no responsibility, you can take huge risks, etc. And it got like 200,000 views. I remember there was girls from my high school commenting on it, like, who hurt this guy, etc. It had like 50,000 likes. I don't remember exactly. It's still up. You can go look on my TikTok. But I still stand on that. You can't make your life about someone else too early on. You have to be extremely selfish. So when you get literally everything you desire, you have to have something bigger than all that stuff to continue to push to the next level. And a lot of guys will never find that thing. They'll just continue to be lifestyle entrepreneurs for the rest of their life. And that's okay. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that if that's what you desire. But I know that's not what I desire. And it's hard for me to not get caught up in that trap of being comfortable and stagnant, etc. So I have to continuously dig. And the guys that do get to those levels, they continuously dig and they constantly evolve over and over and over. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. Change my whole environment. I'm trying to dig to find that next play. And I want to go a lot bigger, and I can't conform to being comfortable with the old things that drove me, because it's a new version of myself. You know, you have to think differently to create a new version of yourself.
All right, boys. It is Monday, 7:30 a.m. It's Money Monday. I literally just rolled out of bed. When I tell you guys I literally roll out of bed at like 7, and I'm in an Uber or in my car about 7:15, I'm not joking. I just gotta get up, just get outside ASAP. Gotta go hit this workout, have a good ass day, because we control the narrative. We force our wins. We control the day. We control our moves. We control our frequencies. Let's get it.
All right, Cameron, I was telling them about our training schedule switch up. Explain the process.
Yeah, so basically before we had Pierre on literally 3 days a week. We were doing a full upper body day on Monday, a leg day Wednesday, and then a full upper body day on Friday. Now we're doing strictly 5 days a week, push-pull leg split. So what we're gonna do, today's Monday, we got a strictly push day. A lot of volume on push exercise, compound movements. Tomorrow we're gonna do strictly pull, a lot of rows, a lot of compound movements. The name of the game is compound movements. So push pull, and then Wednesday will be legs, and then Thursday will be another push day, and then Friday will be another pull day. So a lot of volume. We're up in the volume, and Pierre's gonna start, packing on some size.
How do you feel about peptides?
Peptides are legit, man. I'm gonna get him on a little stack, and we're gonna riff some size.
All right, bet. That's funny. Supposedly it's Memorial Day and no one's here. I didn't even know it's Memorial Day. It's a normie ass holiday.
I don't wanna talk about ends, I don't wanna talk about friends. I don't wanna talk about how this shit started, man. I wanna talk about how this shit ends.
Bees on the table, bees on the table, bees on the table.
Of our 8-week journey, this is what we look like. A little bit big right now. Last time we did one of these, we started it like this. Look at my Instagram, look at the highlights. I was fat as fuck and I got shredded. How long was that, like 30 days or some shit?
Yeah.
It was like 60 days maybe.
60 days.
60
Yeah.
days, but
Like
gotta
8
run
weeks.
it back.
Picture free, what matters gon' stream while you watching HD.
All right, boys. It's Money Monday.
I have no Wi-Fi in my apartment yet, so I am working from a coffee shop. But if you guys didn't know, water, it's sus, it's zesty, I know. If you mix it with coffee, I swear it makes the caffeine hit harder. I gotta knock out some calls, get ready for the beach, and I'm gonna go grab lunch in like an hour. So I usually don't eat until 12:30, 1-ish. My first meal, I just drink coffee in the morning. And yeah, so let's get to this money.
All right, boys. We're at Brez's crib. I'm not gonna show it because he hasn't posted yet. But we got a nice little 130K payout from this past week. Your money is on the way. This isn't all profit. I spent some on ads, team, etc. But good little payout.
Hope you guys, let me know if you enjoyed this type of video. We grinding the phone vlogs all 2026. Hopefully I don't look zest right now. Follow me on Instagram. Comment down below. Tell me how your day's going. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.